And we're back. Hello everybody, Johnny here. We're gonna be playing some Dead Cells. So this game, if you haven't heard anything, this is a roguelite kind of hack and slash game. And I've played quite a few runs of this already just to get used to the combat, because I'm not very good in these side-scroller type games. Don't have much experience with it. So at first we get a choice between a shield and a ranged weapon. We're gonna go with a ranged weapon. So as I said, I've had a few runs of this already. I got the combat a little bit down. I'm still not very proficient at dodging things. We'll get there in time. So this is a rune that opens up a secret challenge area. We're gonna try it out, why not? So we cannot get hit. And we got hit. Alright, that was terrible. That's fine. So there's 3 stats in the game you can upgrade: health, skills, and strength. Of course, we don't have a skill as of yet. We don't have skills. We'll get them soon enough. You know, the electric whip used to be so good, but they nerfed it. Some folks were doing some really OP runs with the electric whip. Let's see, anything interesting? Grenade. Ooh, throwing knives. Yes. We don't need skills for now. We're fine. So the way it works is in the first floor you can choose... I don't like boots that much. You can choose 3 different locations to go to, and they scale. So like the hardest the location is, the better loot presumably it can have. Gotta focus here a little bit. Got hit by that. So the shield guys, you gotta be a little bit careful with them. They can outplay you a little bit. Oh, got some fruit. So this is the first scroll that gives us the choice what we want to do. Let's just get a point of strength here. From what I've gathered from my runs and from what I've seen other people do, it's not a great idea to have a balanced build. So you don't want to have like... You don't want to be putting points into both strength and skills. Ouch. Wow. Okay, that sucked. So this is the first location we can go to, Promenade. That is the kind of easy option. Sorry, let me just sign off Steam. So, as I was saying, the Promenade is the easy option in terms of destinations. We're not gonna be content with that, I think. Although, since this is the first episode we're doing here, maybe we'll visit the Promenade and take it from there. But basically, the quality of gear you can get in the Promenade is, in average, quite lower than the other places. Okay, corrupted power, so extra 70% damage. Also take 30% extra damage. So this is the combo that people were doing with Electric Whip. They would get Corrupted Power and Electric Whip would do a ton of damage. And it attacks quite quickly too, but they nerfed it a lot. It's not that good. I'm personally not a fan of Corrupted Power, but we'll try it out for now, see how it goes. So I think we've cleared everything in this floor. Yeah, so we'll go to the Promenade. As I said, not the best loot to be had there. That's fine. I'm still getting my legs under me here. I did, full disclosure, I did get to the first boss in a couple runs, and I actually beat him once. He's not too hard. It's generally harder, getting to him is harder than actually beating him. He's not too bad. So the Promenade is not very hard either. We should be able to get through this pretty much regardless of what skills we have. Alright. It's mainly the same enemies. There is a little bit of variety here. So there's a couple new enemies introduced, like these guys. They have a little bit faster paced attacks. There's also, yeah, the straw man, or however you call those things. They make some enemies invulnerable, enemies around them invulnerable, I should say. So you gotta focus them down quickly. Yeah, the skill is still not completely there for me, and it's kind of part of the fun of a roguelite game is, ouch, that skill curve where you're learning the mechanics. Again, not a fan of boots. I know the game wants me to think they're good, but they're just not. Prefer to have a sword, man. Always been more of a sword guy, if that's a thing. Now I know what you're thinking, Johnny, you should be using Corrupted Power. Yes, but I'm not super confident in not taking any damage, and the thing effectively makes you take a truckload of damage. So since I don't really need the damage for now, I'm kind of okay not using it that much. Another strength point. Nice. So the scaling is actually pretty good. So whenever you get a strength point, it actually makes quite a bit of difference in terms of damage output. So that's a little bit why I was saying that balanced builds don't seem to be the way to go, because the scaling is just too good. Oh. Alright. I really liked throwing daggers. The bleed damage is really good. And maybe we can do a bleed build here if we get some items that have synergy. Throws a grenade. Nah. Not interested in it. Now there's an interesting design choice here with ranged weapons. They generally have limited ammo. 1 second, hold that thought. +1 skills. Juicy. Burning target, got nothing for that. I'm thinking we'll grab this for now. Straight up upgrade on our sword and point and skills. Not too shabby. So I was saying, ranged weapons have limited ammo, as you can see, and you get ammo back after killing that enemy. So like this guy now is holding the ammo, which makes ranged weapons not the best option for bosses, because when you run out, and there's no way to regain your ammo in boss fights. Not too worried about the first boss fight. As I said, I did get to it a couple times and beat it in my second attempt. It's not too hard. But the second boss fight seems to be a doozy, and I haven't gotten there, so I don't know firsthand, but it looks pretty tough. Throwing daggers really handy to deal with the flying dudes. They're not always at your level. No pun intended. I also suck at platforming, so might be our worst enemy here. So the old sewers is kind of the intermediate destination in terms of difficulty that we can go to. Oh, still some stuff in the surface to explore. There are two other options, an easy one and a hard one. I don't know if you, not sure, since the levels are a little bit randomized, I'm not sure if you always have the option to go to those places, or if sometimes your choice is limited. But we'll find out. I should really be using my skills way more often, just to initiate with the ice grenade. Again, I'm not super proficient in the mechanics yet. I feel like going skills is perhaps the easiest route that you can take, where you can get to the point where you're just spamming grenades, for example, and can be super effective. Blood Sword, I like that. Damn. Do we forgo our +1 skills? Yes. Let's try a bleed build here. I think this is pretty strong. I've done it once, and it seems... Wow, okay. Alright. And we just took a bunch of damage. Oh, that was scary. Alright. And that's what I meant by you gotta take care of the scarecrows straight away. Alright, let's heal again here. That's fine. That's horrible. That was a disaster, but we'll get through it. So as you can see, you can die pretty quick in this game if you panic like that. So we'll try to keep a cool head, not have that happen again. Prison Depths is the hard location. We are probably not gonna go there. Especially Ramparts is the easy option. We're gonna go with that. Again, first episode, gonna go with the base levels here. Not super happy with my skills at the moment. I would shed no tears, you know, if I had to replace either of them, really. And I do grant that it's probably because I'm not utilizing them to their full potential, but would be happy to replace them with something else. Again, Corrupted Power, pretty risky to use. Yeah, it doesn't even give us any other bonus. Some variants of the item ignite the floor, for example. Things like that could be another you know, motive to make use of that more often, but really our damage is just fine. I'm not worried about that. Way more worried about not dying. Let's prioritize killing these guys, which have wall-piercing attacks for some reason. I'm happy to go for HP here. +1 skills. Not what we wanted. We wanted to go for a strength build. But sometimes, you know, the game... Wow, okay. Dick. Sometimes the game takes your plans and, you know, throws them back at your face. And you gotta go with what it gives you. Unfortunately, most of the scrolls you get are not free choice. This shit again. +1 strength, though. We'll take it. One funny thing too, where you see the fruit drops there, you can actually choose whether they are fruit drops or like meat drops or vegetarian. Kind of a pointless, funny little thing there. But generally, dude, I'm super engaged in this game, and I'm not a side-scroller, hack-slashy fan, but everything about this is... They just hit the nail in the head with all the roguelite elements of it. Whereas some games, you know, don't get one or two aspects of it right. This is just pretty much perfect in terms of there's no downtime, and just the feel of the skill curve is very well balanced throughout all the levels, really. Ouch. And even though you're fighting a lot of the same enemies throughout, there's a real feel of variety, and getting some bad damage there. I also gotta acknowledge here that this is pretty new to me, doing commentary as I play. And it's a little bit like playing guitar and singing at the same time, where it might seem, you know, like it's an easy thing to do, but trust me, it actually brings back your skill level a little bit. That's fine. We'll get used to it. So there's a small window of time where... Okay, let's not get hit there. Small window of time from when you take a hit where you can leech back if you hit people. So we gotta take advantage of that. The Nutcracker. No thanks. I like the bleed build we have going on. We're gonna stick with that for now. That's a time door. Alright, let's make it up to the surface. Am I happy with how the run is going? Maybe. Could it be better? Yes. And a lot of it will be just us getting more acquainted with the game and becoming more proficient. Okay, that's... Can't fall there. Becoming more proficient with the mechanics and how to deal with the different enemies. Holy shit! Oh. Okay. That is... That's a lot of dudes. Dude, I'm so happy we have the throwing daggers. Okay. Panic time is over. We're fine. Man, that can be scary if you don't have good wave clear or a good way to trigger flying enemies. Alright, alright. Alright, I should have used the ice grenade straight away there. That's my bad. Okay. Nice dodge on that one. Whew. That was hairy. We gotta get used to using the ice grenade to initiate, really. So, the way it should work is... we go in, freeze people, and then burst them down. I don't think this is good, man. What do we have? So we got one heal left. And even though we might not write home about this run, we're surviving. Alright, gotta do a way better job of dodging those attacks, man. They're pretty predictable. They have a tell for when they're gonna do that. Alright. Oh, secret. Yay, fruit drop. Alright, let's clear the rest of the room upstairs. Oh. Nope. So something really interesting about +1 strength. Man, it's not bad, but we already have a freeze, so... I don't know, can I really pass up on this? I can't. I feel like the fact that you're getting an extra point in stats is so beneficial that pretty much overrides any other properties of the item. Black Bridge, so this is the exit. Have we finished everything? There's a little bit left to explore. We got no heals left. By the way, what we got is a freeze. We do like a Kamehameha and we freeze people. Not super useful considering we have the grenade already. But here's what it looks like, by the way. So it's a pretty decent ability in terms of control, but ouch. And I think that's it for the level. Alright. Okay. Just checking we haven't missed anything. Black Bridge. So, we're off to the first boss. Corrupted power we haven't used more than like a handful of times. And that's just because I'm not super comfortable with dodging attacks. I'm a little bit scared that I might get bursted down when I turn it on. I'll do my best to use it more often here because I know it is valuable. It's not terrible. Whoa. so that shield makes him invulnerable. And that AoE thing is nasty. Let's heal up. Whoa. Dude, that AoE is... Alright, let's heal. Whoa! Dude, that was a lot of damage. Okay. We learned something. We can't dodge roll the attack. Alright. Oh, we ran out of heals. Alright, we're terrible. That's fine, we'll get better. Loving the game so far. Thanks for watching if you stuck with me this far. We'll get better next time, and maybe we'll see some of the other locations, better loot. Maybe we'll make up for our shortcomings here. Look forward to seeing you next episode. Thanks for being here. Catch you later. Bye-bye.